Good morning, fellow yogis. I'm Anna. All right, so we're on, what are we on? We're on day 6, Saturday morning, mobility and stability and strength and a bit of everything. Right, let's start at the top of our mat. We're going to take a nice big inhale, take our hands above head, connect at the top. We're going to exhale, bringing our hands down past the midline of our body back to our side, sweeping up on an inhale. We're taking our gaze, we're bending our back backwards to where we can comfortably take it. We exhale, we're going to fold forward, hinging at our hips, bend the knees if you need to. Hands to knees flat back, we're going to find the floor with our hands, we're going to jump back this morning. Hands to floor, high plank, shift forward slightly on an inhale, exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, back to our downward dog. In our downward dog, we are going to take our hips from side to side. Breathing deeply in through the nose. Exhaling fully through the mouth. And then we're going to slowly walk our feet back up between our hands. Hands to knees flat back on an inhale. Exhale, fold forward, drop the head. Nice big inhale up. Back to our side. We're going to take our feet slightly apart, hip width apart. We're going to find our chair on an inhale, taking our hands above head, our butt down. We exhale, we're folding forward, bend the knees if you need to. Inhale, hands to knees flat back. We're going to find the floor with our hands, step back to our high plank, shift forward slightly. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, back to our downward dog. This time we're going to step forward our right foot. Coming to our warrior one, fingertips reaching for the sky, coming back down to earth with those hands, finding our high plank again, shifting forward on an inhale, exhale, lower down, tucking the elbows, inhale, upward dog or cobra, exhale, back to your downward dog, step forward that left foot, find your warrior one again, fingertips to the sky, coming back down to earth with those hands, high plank, shift forward slightly, exhale, lower down, chaturanga, inhale, upward dog or cobra, exhale, back to the downward dog, and we're going to take our hips from side to side, we're going to take our heels off our mat, and we're going to slowly walk back up between our hands, hands to knees flat back, exhale, fold forward, inhale, taking the butt down, bending the knees, arms up, finding our chair. And back to the side. All right, let's go nice and wide on our mat. As wide as we can. We're going to find our archer squat. We're going to do a side lunge. So let's start with our left. So we're just going to go down. So we're finding where it's comfy. Come back up. Let's do it again to the left. And then we're going to go to the right. Whew, hands on knees. Let's go again. Bend that knee, keeping that back as straight as you can. Now we're going to alternate. So we're going from left to right. Left to right. Arms on our knees. And then we're going to find our archer arms. Like we've got a bow in our hands. And we're going to connect the movement with our breath. So inhale deeply, exhale fully. Inhale deeply, exhale fully. Woo, find a rhythm. Try not to fall over. Let's go 2 more on each side. And last one. Come back up to nice wide stance. Standing tall with that back. And we're going to fold. We're going to have a nice flat back. We're going to take our right hand right in front of our face onto the mat. Place the left on top. We're going to inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to take that left hand up, taking the gaze up. We're going to switch over. Exhale. Taking the right arm up. Inhale down, exhale up. Find a rhythm, create the movement with the breath, and nice and controlled twisting. Nice and rhythm, a nice rhythm of your own with the breath. So we're nice and controlled. One more on each side. And stop. Drop the head. We're gonna come up. Our feet are facing nice and forward. Shuffle if you need to. We're gonna find our horse stance. So we're gonna imagine our back is nice and flat against a wall. And we're going to find our horse stance. So we come down with the butt. We've got our back as flat as we can, like we're doing a wall sit nearly. We're going to connect our fingers. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's go 10. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Straighten up. Bring those hands down to the floor. Still connected. Let the head drop. Oh, and take a few good breaths in and out. Alright, let's take our hands on our knees, flatten that back, gazing down at the floor. And we're going to shuffle our feet back up to the center of our mat. Facing the top of our mat, we're going to find our Warrior 3 balance. Let's catch our breath for a few. We're going to take our hands at a prayer position. We're going to lift up our right knee. We're going to straighten her out. And we're going to find our Warrior 3. So we're aiming to find balance, create that parallel line with the body and the leg to the mat. And you can take your arms up above head, to the side, whatever feels most stable for yourself. And we're going to take a few decent breaths here. Cool, calm and controlled. Balancing as best we can. And coming back up on the next exhale. Nice and slow. Take the hips from side to side and we do the other side. Hands at our prayer position. Lifting up that left knee, straightening her out, letting it hover above the floor. And when you're ready, folding forward, finding that parallel line with the mat, with the body and the leg. You can bend that balancing knee if that helps. Keep the balance. Take the hands to wherever you need to. Oh, and I lost it. We just get back up. And on the next exhale, we're slowly coming back down to earth with that foot. Taking the hands to the hips. Give her a nice little bit of a shuffle. We're going to find the floor with our butts. Nice straight staff pose. Let's take our arms up above head. Let's see if we can take our arms, connect them to our ears. Sitting tall, breathing. Palms facing each other. Lovely. All right, we are going to take our left hand, grab hold of our right toe. You're welcome to keep your leg bent if that's what you need. If you can, straighten her up, straighten her up. So we're holding up the foot, and then we're going to take our right hand back behind our body and take our gaze back. And then if you feel able to do so, we take that back hand and we raise her up, looking past our thumb, aiming to keep that back as tall as we can. And we're breathing. That grounded leg is activated. The heel is gently pushing on the mat. A few more breaths. And then on your next exhale, we'll bring that hand back under that knee. We'll bend that knee. We're going to grab hold of the outer foot and we're just pulling that knee under that underarm. Aiming to straighten up the back the best we can. Stretch her out, open the chest. And we'll come back down to the ground with that leg and do the other side. So right hand, left foot, hold the toe, the foot, whatever works. Keep her bent if you need to. Work with what you've got. And then we take our left hand behind. That grounded leg is activated with that heel gently pushing on the mat. And then we take our back hand up if you can. And we're looking past that thumb or looking at the thumb. We're breathing. Cool, calm and controlled. And that stretch is feeling amazing on that lifted leg. I'm still very much recovering from a stair session. Oh, it hurts. All right, bring that back hand back, bend the knee, grabbing the outer side of the foot. And again, we're just pulling it under that underarm. We're opening up the chest, even take the gaze a little bit to the right. Keeping that back as straight as we can. And then we bring her back down to earth. Right, now let's take our left hand, place it on that outer right knee, and we're just going to do a nice seated staff twist. So taking our gaze back behind that right shoulder. Nice tall back. Heels gently pushing on the mat. And then we'll take it the other side. Few rounds of breath. And we'll go one more. Last one. Enjoying the rinse of that spine. Coming back to center. We're just going to slowly walk our hands to where we can take them down our legs. If you can take them on top of the toes, grab hold and just fold to where you can comfortably take it. We're not forcing anything. We're surrendering. Enjoying the stretch, aiming to get that chest towards the knees. Not the head. We're not bending. It's not good for the neck. Alright, and we're done. Let's find our easy pose. So we're seated in a nice easy way with our legs crossed. You find yours. Hands on our knees. We take our chin to our chest. And we just breathe. A few rounds of breath. And when we feel we're good to go, we're good to go. So I'll see you tomorrow. I shall upload again at the same time. And then hopefully by Monday I have my lives sorted. Still working that part out. Namaste, fellow yogis. Hope you enjoyed that and have an awesome rest of your weekend.